Hello everyone, in this session let me explain a star connected system and the mathematical analysis along with the phasor diagram. Before we get into the star connected system, let us understand what a three-phase balance system is. When we consider a generator, we have three phases, and if all the three phases generate a voltage which is of equal magnitude and displays by an angle 120 degree, if all the three waveforms are displaced from one another by an angle 120 degree, then it is said to be a balanced source. And a load is said to be balanced when the load impedances along the three phases are equal. That is when Z1 is equal to Z2 is equal to Z3. So if all the three phase, the load impedances or the impedance value along the phase are equal, then they are said to be a balanced load. Now, considering a balanced star connected system, let us analyze. So we know for a star connected system, whatever current we have in the line is going to flow along the phase, and hence we could generally write IL is equal to IP, where IL is the line current and IP is the phase current. The line current or phase current in all the three phases are IR, IY and IB, and they are going to be the same. Whereas when we consider the phase voltage VRN, VRN starts at an angle when it is 0. Looking at this waveform, let us write the expression. So VRN starts at an angle 0 and its maximum amplitude is Vm, and hence we write VRN as Vm angle 0. And after an angle 120 degree, after an angle 120 degree, we have Vyn starting after an angle, and hence it is minus 120 degree. And again, Vyn also has the same maximum amplitude Vm. And Vbn starts after an angle 240 degree, and hence it is written as Vm angle minus 240, or it could also be written as, if we extend the graph, it could be seen that Vm starts before VRN, before 120 degree, before VRN, and hence VBN could also be written as Vm angle plus 120 degree. Now let's write the expression for line voltages considering a loop, or considering this to be a loop. Let us now apply KVL to this loop, and let's write the voltage equation and thereby get an expression for the line voltage. Now, considering this as a loop, R is said to be at higher potential, Y is said to be at a lower potential. So that's why we write it as VRY. And here Vyn, in the sense Y is said to be at higher potential when compared to neutral. And again, when we write VRN here, it means R is at a higher potential. So you put a plus here and a minus in order to denote a lower potential. Now you have to apply KVL to this loop. So let us apply KVL. While applying KVL to this loop, we write VRY. So let's now travel along this direction. Okay. So VRY is equal to, or VRY plus Vyn is equal to VRN. This is because when I move in the direction as it was shown, so when you move this way from plus to minus, we see a voltage VRY, and while you travel from plus to minus, again you find a voltage Vyn. But while you cross this element, you travel from minus to plus, and hence it is written on the other side. So now switch the sides and we write the expression as VRY is equal to VRN minus Vyn. Similarly, considering this as one loop and considering this orange color highlighted portion as the other loop, we write the line voltages for VYB and VBR. And after we write the line voltages, let us substitute the value of phase voltages. And the phase voltages have a magnitude and an angle. So let's substitute both the magnitude and angle as such. In all these three cases, Vm is in common in both the terms, and hence let's pull the common term outside in common and let's reduce the expression as. Now use your calculator to simplify these numericals. Solving, we get Vry to be equal to Vm into 1.732 and the decimal place follows, after which we have an angle 30° when we solve it using a calculator. And it could be seen that the magnitude of the line voltage of a star connected system is 1.732 times Vm. 1.732 times is nothing but root 3 times Vm. So this could be written as root 3 times Vm. And it could be learned from this expression that the line voltage in general could be written as root 3 times Vm. And now let's draw the phasor diagram. First, let's draw the voltage phasors, phase voltages phasor. So Vrn makes an angle 0 and hence it's drawn along the reference. And Vyn is lagging behind Vrn by an angle 120°, and Vbn leads Vrn by an angle 120°. It could be said so, or it could be said that Vrn lags behind, Vbn lags behind Vrn by an angle 240°. In order to calculate the line voltages Vry, Vyb and Vbr, we want the negative values of the phase voltages also. And hence, we extend the phase voltages, say Vyn in the negative direction, and similarly we do the same for the other phase voltages Vrn and Vbn. And now Vry is the sum of Vrn and minus Vyn, and we have Vrn and minus Vyn. So taking the phasor sum of these two phase voltages, we get the line voltage, which is Vry. And it could be seen from the expression that Vry is root 3 times the magnitude of Vrn, and it makes an angle 30° with the reference. The same is now repeated to draw the phasors of Vyb and Vbr. And it could be seen that Vyb makes an angle 90° with the reference, and Vbr is also drawn by adding Vbn and minus Vrn. And this line voltage Vbr makes an angle 150° with the reference. And it could be seen that the magnitude of these line voltages are root 3 times the magnitude of the phase voltage, and the line current is equal to the phase current. The power of a three-phase system is 3 times the phase power, which is Vp into Ip. So in place of Ip, substitute IL, and in place of Vp, we will be substituting VL divided by root 3. On substitution, We have 3 and at the denominator root 3, so we could cancel them, and hence the 3-phase power is equal to root 3 VL IL. From this we could write the expression for the real power of a 3-phase system. P 3-phase is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. And the reactive power of this 3-phase load is root 3 VL IL sin phi. So this is the amount of power which is consumed by the star connected load. Thank you.